here to ICPIC to talk about ways that we can figure out how hospital-acquired infections are spreading. And one of the things we're very interested in is how the climate or temperature and humidity and rainfall impact the risk of these infections. So what we found was cities with higher temperatures and higher amounts of rainfall are at higher risk for gram-negative infections. And gram-negative infections are things like E. coli, Pseudomonas, and Acinetobacter. One of the more interesting studies, we looked at 23 hospitals across the globe, and we found that hospitals that were closer to the equator, so ones that would be higher in temperature, had very high incidence of gram-negative infections. Perhaps 2/3 of their infections were from gram-negative infections, and only 1/3 were gram-positive infections. Whereas if we looked at northern cities, farther from the equator, almost 3/4 were gram-positive infections like Staph aureus, and only 1/4 were from gram-negative infections. We also noticed that hotter months, so hotter summer months, even in the same city, you have perhaps a 30% higher risk of infection in the summer months than in the winter months. So there's something in the weather and the temperature that causes more gram-negative infections. One of the things we hypothesize is that the gram-negative infections grow more or more easily in the summertime, and what we could potentially do is clean our hospitals better in the summer so that these gram-negative infections aren't living in the environment. But we have to test this and do further study. This is my third time at ICPIC, so I started in 2011 and then 2013 and now, and each time I really enjoy interacting with our international colleagues and learning from them because we all have different experiences and different data to share. And in fact, this study I mentioned, the 23 hospitals, started here 2 years ago at ICPIC, the discussions that other colleagues had. So it's a really great place to talk about science and infection prevention.